Keep hitting your jack eight.
Phil's got to stop holding his feelings inside line. He's just got to let it all hang out.
Phil started the day with more than 500,000 chips, takes a step backward there. To the featured table where another mouth is still reveling about his recent double up, but silently, Mike Matusow will not play that hand. And action folds the fee win, and he will release it. On to Christian Dragomir. He shows 10-4 of clubs.
Dragomir says he's the best-known poker player in Romania. Not if I move there.
He raises it to 27,000. Kara Scott, ace-4. She'll give it up. Action now on Chino Reem. He's in the small blind. He looks down at ace-king.
I'm going to raise.
Chino made a final table in the bracelet events this year and the mixed hold'em event. And Chino
60 more.
Is going to make it 60,000 more, 87,000 total.
He likes ace-king, heads up.
An aggressive player in the small blind with a big hand. That might work for him. Back to Dragomir now.
Dragomir caught with his hand in the capitalist chip jar.
But he's still going to re-raise. And he's going to make it 237,000 to go.
Dragomir had raised on the button. Chino sensed it was a button raise and came over the top.
You really want to play a big one, don't you?
And Dragomir's saying, hey, buddy, I've got a hand. And, of course, he doesn't. He's just got moxie.
A whole lot of moxie to re-raise one of the biggest stacks in the room with just 10-4.
All right, you got it.
And Chino's going to fold.
Ace-king. Ace-king.
Ace-king. Chino shows ace-king.
And Dragomir shows his audacious bluff.
And that bluff might lodge itself into Chino's psyche.
A big bluff and a big win by Christian Dragomir. And with that, the Romanian is now the tournament chip leader.
The 2008 World Series of Poker, presented by Milwaukee's Best Light, main event.
Back at the Rio and right over to table 2, a hand developing between a couple of friends, Alex Althred, who has pocket fives, and Tiffany Michelle with pocket aces. 200,000 in the pot already. To the flop we go. It's 8-5-9. Althred takes the lead with a set of fives.
Althred is a poker coach at the World Series of Poker Academy. He teaches people how to hit a set on the flop.
He's very good at that. He bets 150,000 with it.
I get 400.
And a re-raise.
If I have that.
I'm all in.
And Alex re-raises Michelle all in.
The 400 sounded good when she said it. I think she wants it back.
Yeah, Tiffany looks like she can't believe what she's got herself into now.
Did you really hit your set?
You know I play the 6-7 of clubs.
Well, whether he hit a set, which he did, or had 6-7 of clubs, she would be all but dead.
I call.
She calls, and she will put herself at risk and find herself way behind.
Kidding me.
Tiffany all in. She was getting 5-1 on her money, and she was pot committed. Tough to lay down, I guess, but now she is all but out of here.
Turn card now, and oh my! A set of aces for Michelle.
Things change.
And she is stunned and speechless.
It happens.
Althred would now have to hit the last 5 in the deck to knock out Michelle.
River card is a king, and Tiffany Michelle will double up.
It's poker.
It's poker line.
Now Miracle Ace will keep Tiffany in the main event.
Sorry, Alex.
It's all right. There have been worse travesties at this tournament.
Well, if you had to ship it to anyone, are you kind of happy you shipped it to me?
Absolutely.
Well, they might be friends, but at the moment, I believe Alex would rather ship those chips to Mars.
Let's head back out to the field and check in on Gus Hansen, who looks troubled, but he always looks like that. He's at the same table as former chip leader Jeremy Joseph, but right now, Gus is wondering what to do about a bet by Suresh Prabhu.
Hansen 61st at the main event last year, and he's aiming higher in 2008.
He started the day with $1.3 million, and he will give up that hand and pot to Prabhu.
He still could use a shave and a schwitz.
At another table, Victor Ramden also looks a bit stressed, fretting over the all-in of Dan Asor, who does not look stressed at all.
Poker's a funny game. One guy eats a sandwich while the other guy is chewing himself up.
Ramden has Asor covered.
And the thing is, Asor asked for the sandwich with no mayo. It came with mayo, and he is still enjoying it.
Asor from Caracas, Venezuela, will get that pot from Ramden as Ramden folds.
See, and the sandwich comes with chips.
All right, let's once again go over to find Phil Hellmuth.
Honey, I'm all in.
Yeah, you heard him. He's all in after the flop against Brandon Cantu.
And Phil approaches his beleaguered support group.
Phil looks pleased with himself, though, with his all-in.
Show the bluff.
Cantu folds.
You folded? Yeah, I'm going to show you a bluff. Right.
Honey, he folded.
Hellmuth's table mates keeping Honey abreast of the situation.
Phil has rebounded quite nicely, up to 650,000 now, a bit below the average in the room, which is at 774,000. Back to our featured table, and Mike Matasso, who of course doubled up a little bit ago, looks down at King 6 and folds. Action around to the new tournament leader at the main event, Christian Dragomir. Dragomir with pocket fours.
Dragomir has a show about poker on a local TV station in Bucharest. I wanted that job. They said I didn't translate well into Romanian.
Dragomir raised it to 30,000. Chino Reem with pocket eights.
In the small blind.
And he makes the call. Owen Crow, ace 6 in the big blind, 25 years old, from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
That means he's Canadian, and that means he's nicer than the rest of us.
And he does call for 18,000 more. 3 players will see the flop. Flop is Trey, 7-4. Dragomir comes up big with a set of 4s. Reem did not improve his 8s, and he checks. Crow with a gut shot straight draw, he checks. Dragomir now with that set. And we'll make it 75,000. Chino Reem sees 3 undercards on the board and calls.
Remember, Dragomir showed Chino a bluff not too long ago.
Crow gets out of the way, so heads up to the turn. Turn card is a queen of clubs. No help to Chino Reem. Dragomir still leads. Chino checks again. Christian Dragomir now with a bet of 165,000.
Chino says he's gotten really good at reading people. That skill would help right now.
But a misread there as Chino makes the call. And he's way behind, going to the river. River card is another 4, and Dragomir hits quads. Chino checks again.
Dragomir's taking a good look at Chino.
Dragomir now bets it $250,000.
Well, if Chino thought he had the best hand after the flop and turn with pocket 8s, he certainly might think he has the best hand now.
I don't know what you got. I play bad.
Chino calls.
Chino makes the call.
Dragomir shows the quads.
Boy, those were angry pocket 4s.
Dragomir nicks Chino again.
Worked out for him.
How do pocket 4s get so mad?
Nice hand.
So Dragomir drags another pot, and Chino Reem's once huge chip stack has sprung a leak.
I guess I could get off it on the turn.
I don't know about the turn. On the river, I think for sure.
Must be the 10-4.
No, it had nothing to do with it.
That has nothing to do with it, I promise you.
Shake it off there, David.
Matasso giving calming advice to someone. Norman, are we in the right universe? This Poker Fact is brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net. With 3 of a kind after the flop, there's a 1 in 3 chance of making a full house or better. Talk about the rich getting richer. Back inside the Rio, there's the World Championship bracelet that you can see awarded to our winner on November 11th. Chino Reem started the day as one of the top 10. He's taken a bit of a hit thanks to Christian Dragomir. This is the Romanian's first main event. Until recently, he was headed down a more traditional and expected path in his homeland.
Until 18 years ago, Romania was a communist country. The basic idea is that you have to work hard enough, integrate into the society, and then have a decent future. I was working at my father's construction